Welcome to the financial intelligence session for today. This is a session that we hold on a weekly basis via Zoom. This is not about getting rich quick overnight, but instilling in you the skills, information, and education to build lifetime wealth that can be passed on to your children and grandchildren. I want to welcome every members of our groups to this session today. If you're joining us for the first time, you're awesomely welcome as well. We encourage you to join each session every week and do watch our previous recordings as each sessions are always a powerful one you cannot afford to miss. Make sure to invite your friends and families along next time. Do you struggle financially and often encounter money drawbacks? Perhaps you often think you stand no chance to become financially free in life. The ultimate goal of our weekly sessions is to educate us, open up our minds to ideas and ways on how to convert our labor into assets that will provide cash flow in return to our bank accounts. This is what our weekly meetings or sessions is all about. And in this week, we want to look into money blockages. I encourage you to watch our previous session on our YouTube channel as they are powerful sessions about financial intelligence and ways on how you can transform from an employee or self-employed to a business owner or an investor. So you can always catch up on like if you need the link, you just reach out to me. So always catch up on our YouTube channel if you want to watch our previous sessions. So here's a quote by Zig Ziglar. Money isn't the most important thing in life, but it is reasonably close to oxygen on the gotta have it scale. Wow. So that's true. Money is not the most important thing in life, but it is essential for almost all of our basic needs. For example, like shelter, you need money, like food. If you want to put food on the table, you need money. If you want to wear clothes, you need money. Transportation, it doesn't matter if you have your own transportation or you're taking a public transit, you need money, right? Education, children's education, your own personal development, in pretty much all areas of our lives, like even even our health, you name it, we need money, right? So yes, money is not the most important thing, but it is pretty much close to the to oxygen on the got to have scale, right? So yeah, so that's a very useful quote, and I thought about putting it here. First, let's have a look at what money obstacles are, right? So what exactly are money obstacles? These are beliefs and behaviors that limit your ability to earn and or keep money. So the money obstacles are beliefs, like these are beliefs that has been we've been living by even as a child. They are behaviors that limit our ability to earn and or to keep money. Everyone has money blocks or obstacles in life. Even a billionaire can have them. There is a reason why sometimes they don't have more money than they already have. And many billionaires would like another billion, of course, right? They didn't get that way, by accident. Money was a priority for them. Although they have less limiting money obstacles than the poor or average in the society. Money hindrances can take a variety of forms, but beliefs and behaviors are the most common ones. Here are a few examples of of beliefs that lead to money obstacles, and I'll give out quite a few just in case you resonate with any of these, right? Some people believe that earning money is too hard, and as a result, it becomes hard for them to make money. Some think they are too old to become wealthy, hence, they never become wealthy. Some believe it's too late for them to save enough money for retirement. Some are concerned about not having any free time if they make earning money a priority for them, right? For some, they believe that the taxes will kill them, especially in some parts of the world where, the taxes are pretty much high. Some people think that, oh, they will die paying taxes if they ever become wealthy, right? Some actually believe that good people don't care about money. That's some brainwashing there, folks. How on earth can you help others in even your immediate family? How can you help them financially if you're poor and broke? So when people think that good people don't care about money, then if you want to help other people financially, how if you're broke, right? And this is funny, right? Some think that people won't like them anymore, like people would dislike them if they become rich, right? And some believe that they don't deserve it. This we're looking at some of the beliefs, right? So we're just going through like some of the beliefs at the moment, and some believe that they don't deserve it. This is very bad. Some have a very low self-esteem and limiting beliefs. Like people, they have this sort of beliefs, people like them will never get ahead in life. They just have this low self-esteem. Like they just look so down on themselves. And this is some of the beliefs that hinders people from becoming wealthy, like becomes money obstacles. Some are so limited to where they are and believe that what they are doing is the best they can ever have. Like, for example, people do something and they believe that, what, I can never get better than this. So they just stick to it, right? This is some of the beliefs that affects people. And the fear of success is another one. Likewise, the fear of failure as well, right? So we're looking at some of the beliefs. Now, let's look at some examples of behaviors that leads to money obstacles. Overspending. A lot of people overspend. Some do this to impress others, while this is a habit. And remember, we always say that how you do one thing is how you do everything. You would actually be surprised how this habit affects these people in other areas of their lives. For some people, they just do this, they just overspend just to impress, like show off to their friends and peers and whatnot, right? The next one is procrastinating. Yes, a lot of people procrastinate, and you may have heard the phrase procrastination is the enemy of success. This is a topic that we should deal with on its own because it is very key to learn how not to procrastinate and start getting things done. Procrastination affects a lot of people in the society today. This can be related to paying your bills on time or waiting to begin saving for retirement or looking for a better job, right? You see in life, like some people do things right away and some people push it to the last minute, right? So you can see that in people's lives. Then we want to look at the poor financial priorities. People tend to place their financial priorities on liabilities rather than assets. If you're yet to watch our session on how to convert your labor into assets that will provide cash flow in return to your bank account, please don't miss out on the whole series, as it is loaded with powerful sessions that can liberate you, and most importantly, the wealth formula where we shared in one of the series, right? So it's very important to go back and watch those series. You can catch up on this series on our YouTube channel, or you can reach out to me via WhatsApp if you need the direct links to the video. So let's continue. So excessive generosity. Yes, you see, some people tend to give more than what they have. That happens in life. In fact, the irony of life is that a lot of people give, a lot of people you give to are financially better than you. And let me explain this. You see, many people are broke because they're busy saving up to buy a land or a house, depending on where you are in the world, or to buy a land or to build a house. Some even borrow money to buy a land or build the house, right? But guess what? They turn to you for assistance because you're busy investing in liabilities, and that is making you to look rich to them, but poor because you have no assets, right? So people do this. They help people, but the people you're helping, they are literally, of course, they don't have money, but the little they have, they're buying probably like a cheap land, but they are buying small assets that that is going to be there for them. But because you're living a life of liabilities, like you got a good job, so you're driving a nice car, you're renting a beautiful house, so people think that technically you're rich, but it might not necessarily be the same, right? So they believe you have more than they do because of the liabilities that you've acquired. So excessive generosity can actually become money obstacles for so many people. Lack of knowledge can also be a form of money hindrance. If you desire to invest your money, but you know nothing about investing, then technically you're blocked from investing successfully because you don't have the knowledge, right? And you don't know what to do or where to go and how to invest. So lack of knowledge can be a form of money hindrance. Not only can this put you off, but it may lead to money blockages in your life as you aren't able to make your money to work for you. Like we always say, to send money on errand. Money obstacles can keep you from earning, saving, and investing money wisely. Because what do you use to invest when you don't even have it at your disposal, right? Let alone to earn from investing. So, what do I mean by that? So, when you don't have money, so you literally doesn't you don't have anything to invest with anyway. So that alone can lead to money obstacles as well. And money hindrances can prevent you from even believing that these things are possible for you, right? Because when people are so poor and broke for a long time, they start to think, oh, maybe they can never be rich. Like they start to think like, oh, maybe this is impossible. It's impossible for them to become wealthy. So money blocks or money blockages or money hindrances can prevent you from even believing that these things are possible for you. Money blockages is so powerful as such that it can wreck your finances and your financial future. Wow. Money obstacles can be deep rooted in the subconscious, or it could just be a simple change that is required depending on the particular hindrances you're facing. One thing is for certain, they are unlikely to live on their own, and it is your responsibility to deal with them if you wish to make more money. Okay. So if you're facing money hindrances today, most likely it's going to be there unless you actually, take responsibility and create the change that is required. So that's very important. I love this quote by Robert J. Schiller. Finance is not merely about making money, it's about achieving our deep goals and protecting the fruits of our labor. It's about stewardship and therefore about achieving the good society. People often place money above all things, hence, they worship money. It's about achieving goals, building a good society. It's not the case in the world today. People go as far as killing each other just for the sake of money. In this short series that we're going to be going through, we will look into the following topics. We're going to look into the sources of money obstacles. Money obstacles can come from several different sources. Do you know the origin of yours? Understanding the sources of money blockages will demonstrate how pervasive they can be. And we're going to look into releasing money obstacles. So, money obstacles can take more than one form, okay? But the method for dealing with them is similar. Whether your hindrances is a belief, habit, or other behavior, you're going to learn how to address it, okay? Then we're going to look into trying out a 30-day challenge. Does making a permanent change sound too intimidating for you? The answer is a 30-day challenge. Okay, so a month isn't a long time, but you can accomplish more than you actually think you can. Okay, then we're going to look into affirmations. So, positive affirmations about money tackle your money obstacles by changing your thoughts. Okay, they can make a huge difference. So, changing your thoughts also changes your beliefs and actions that actually precede and follow your thoughts. Okay, then finally we're going to look into how to prepare your children for financial abundance. Maybe you got the short end of the stick in your childhood as it relates to money blockages. You can actually avoid doing the same to your children. Okay, using this information to help your children thrive financially. So we get to talk about that as well. Consider these topics as a way to learn more about your money obstacles and your opportunities for success. As a reminder, you should learn how to send money on errand rather than trading your time for money. Okay, remember, the money you have gives you freedom. The money you pursue enslaves you. Okay, so anytime you're trading your time for money, you're literally working for money. Okay, so it should be the other way around. It should technically be money working for you. So as a reminder, you should learn how to send your money on errand and rather than trading your time for money. Very important. So let's look further into the sources of money obstacles. There are many sources of money obstacles. Many of them might be a surprise to you, actually. Understanding the many sources of money obstacles will show you how long you've been struggling with them. It will also demonstrate the importance of keeping yourself aware when you may be facing a potential new money block. Money obstacles are created from a variety of sources, and let's say, let's look at a few of these, right? One is family upbringing. Everyone has money obstacles, including your parents, including our parents. You may have inherited many of the same money obstacles they have. Unless you were incredibly fortunate to be born with parents that had a minimal number of money obstacles, you have some work to do, folks. It is unlikely that your family made a point of teaching you an abundance mindset. So most people, they never got to learn about what we're talking about in these sessions, from their family background and stuff like that. So it's highly unlikely that your family made a point of teaching you an abundance mindset. Most polite people avoid talking about money and money management. It's considered a taboo topic, whether the discussion happens to be at home with loved ones or outside home with strangers. And that's true. I have been with people that they just don't like talking about money. Like it scares them just to talk about investing. Like people get so scared and they just avoid, they do all they can to avoid talking about money and money management. You will probably see some people like that as well around you. Next, we want to look into religion. Many religions intentionally and unintentionally consider money as bad. The poor are held in rather high regard. Wealth is commonly viewed as an obstacle to faith and enlightenment. Even a middle class lifestyle is viewed as excessive in some religions. Yeah, studies have shown that those who place a high priority on religion often feel uncomfortable and guilty if they're financially well off. Yeah, some people, they, depending on the kind of religion that they have, if their religion doesn't support being wealthy, then to them, they feel so uncomfortable and they feel guilty if they ever become wealthy because they think like, oh, I'm going against my religion. My religion does not allow me to have money, right? So yeah, so religion can be one of them as well. Then, oh yeah, low self-esteem is a very common one. Feelings of self-worth and self-esteem aren't always easy to come by. Unless you were successful as a child and had parents that made a point of building these qualities in you could probably use a boost right now. Okay, unless you actively work on these traits, your money blockages will continue to affect your financial life. If you feel unworthy of success and comfort, those things will prove elusive. Number four, we look at guilt. Most of us are good people, okay? We have so many good people in the world today. It can be challenging to drive around in a car that is worth probably $150,000, okay? Without any guilt. Yes. So it can be challenging to a lot of people, to drive around in a car that is so expensive, for example, like a 500,000 car. And after all, you could easily, instead you could have built several homeless houses for homeless families, right, with that money, and drive probably like a 3 year old Honda Accord, or probably a 3 year old 10 grand car or something, right? Or 20 grand car or something, right? So some people are like that. This can affect them. Like they feel guilt, like, oh, I'm driving a car that is what, 500,000 or $200,000. But look, there are people out there, they are homeless. They got nowhere to live and stuff like that. So this is actually a personal decision, okay? At the very least, eliminating your money obstacles would actually allow you to attract more abundance and help more people. There is a difference between self love and narcissism. There's also a difference between being happy with yourself and lacking empathy for others, okay? You can hold yourself in high regard and still care about others. Of course, you can be wealthy. I mean, there's so many wealthy people in the world today. Like, even though they're wealthy, they live a good life, they still care about others and they still help others, right? So, as adults, we're each responsible for our own success in life. Then we're going to look into fear of success. So this can actually affect some people as well. Success is attractive, but at the same time, it's not for most people. We've been taught to fit in and conform. Our school years taught us subconsciously that being just like everyone else is a comfortable place to be. Many are wary of being in a position of power today and the responsibility that comes with it. Yes, many people are scared to lead other people because they are so scared of that a big responsibility that comes with being in a position of power. So many are wary of being in a position of power and the responsibility that comes with it. We also don't want to be noticed too much. Like some people, they don't like to be noticed too much, like they want a little attention but not a lot, right? It feels safer and more comfortable to be inconspicuous to them. So if you're going to be big in life, it requires dealing with attention and responsibility. Yes. So if your goal is to do something great in life, then it's going to require that you deal with attention or responsibility, because it's going to come your way. Criticism is going to come your way. So many things is going to come your way if you're going to be big in life. So very important to note that. And then we talk about the media. Whether you're watching the news or a movie on Saturday night, the financially strapped are portrayed as the underdog, and the wealthy person or company is often considered a villain. Okay, many a times when the rich and the wealthy are portrayed as evil, and sometimes this have a negative toll on your mind, especially as a young child growing up. Money obstacles come from a variety of forms, okay? What do you think was the primary source of yours? Like everybody, we're all different, so different people have different source or causes of money obstacles and money blockages. So only a few people possess the right mindset, beliefs, and behaviors to build and maintain wealth. Luckily, even though it may take some work, you can undo your money blocks and move forward towards prosperity. Okay. Like I said at the beginning, we're not going to take too long today because I just want to keep this so short. So, this is where we're going to put a cord in on today's session. And now that we have gone through a few sources of money obstacles, in the next session, we will actually look into how you can release your money hindrances, and possibly also cover the 30-day challenge as well. Okay. So remember to keep your dreams alive, have faith and believe in yourself, your vision, your hard work, determination, and dedication. Okay. You can reach out to me on WhatsApp. If you have any question, reach out to me. Also, I want to encourage you to invite others to join in the future. Like I said, I wasn't going to take too much of your time today. Hopefully, it's going to be the same next week. We're going to be looking into how you can actually remove the money blockages that you might be going through. Like, yes, there might be different courses. There might be, for some people, it could be their habits. So for some people, it could be their beliefs. And for some people, it could be something else, right? But usually, the way to remove them, I mean, the way to get rid of them is pretty much similar. Okay, so we're probably going to look into that. Oh, sorry, we're going to look into that next week for sure. And then we're probably going to look into the 30-day like challenge, right? So we're gonna probably cover those two, and then we cover the remaining two in the third week. Yeah, so thank you folks for being a part of the session today. I hope you guys are staying safe out there. I hope you guys are doing great. And I hope, most importantly, I hope that you guys, were around during the series of the financial intelligence, like how, to transition from being an employee or self-employed to a business owner. I hope you guys are actually going through the sessions, and I hope that you're most importantly taking action. Okay, it doesn't do you any good if you all you do is just soak in the information without taking action. And I know that I've been talking to a few people that I know they've actually been taking action. So that's what I want to see. I want to see your testimonies. I want to see you guys doing these things. Okay, so I want to see you taking action. That is my joy. Like, that is the gain that I make from doing what I do. And I know procrastination can lead to some people not taking action. Like, procrastination is really bad. Like, some people would be like, you know what, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow would come, you know, you know what, I'll do it next week. You know what, next week is gonna turn to a month, and a year from now you're gonna ask them, oh, did you start XYZ a year ago? And they're gonna be like, no, so you don't really want to be like that a year from now, especially the last session that we had. If the crypto market continued to go up, a year from now could actually make a huge difference, okay, in your life. So don't wait till tomorrow. You got to start today. Everything we talk about, you got to start today. Start right now. If you have any question, ask. Okay, so do not shy away from asking questions. So have a fabulous weekend and have an awesome week ahead of you guys, folks. And this is gonna be a wrap. Thanks.